Alright, so once you are ready to start cutting out your pegs, you're first going to grab a dowel, okay, and a ruler. Alright, and what I did here was I just lined my dowel all the way up to my ruler here, okay? So just make sure you guys are starting at 0. And we want to cut out 1-inch increments, okay? We need 14 of these pegs. Alright, so what you can do right away, alright, to be nice to others, and to be able to share, is I'm going to go ahead and just mark at 14 right away and cut at 14 so that way the rest of this material can be used by another student. Alright, so I put my dowel in my table vise here. Now notice how not stressed that this dowel is, okay? So I didn't tighten this table vise up like crazy to really squash this dowel. You really just need a little bit of hold on this, okay? It's not a really big piece of material, so we don't want to break it. Alright, so I'm going to take my coping saw and I'm going to start cutting along that line I made, if you can see that right there, okay? So when you first start cutting, you're going to want to bring your saw blade back, alright, once to get a starting cut. Now, I'm going to want to hold my hand on the rest of this dowel. Alright, otherwise it's going to be really difficult to cut. So I'm going to pause the video and bring it back after. Alright, so now I have it cut. Now I'm ready to start measuring up my 1-inch marks, okay? So at every 1 inch, I am going to mark on this dowel. Now make sure, just like with the base here, I marked in pencil, not pen. Even if you have erasable pen, alright? Only pencil, alright? So we're gonna mark at every 1 inch. Alright, so now that you guys can see here, alright, I have each of my marks on my ruler, and now I'm ready to cut. So as you guys can see, I don't have my dowel sticking out very far, okay? I'm only having it stick out maybe 2 pegs worth, alright, length. So the reason for that is because if I have this sticking out all the way, this peg, or this dowel, is going to be very wobbly. Alright, it's going to be really wobbly and it's going to be really hard to cut. So I just need a little bit sticking out at a time. That's going to help you guys out a lot. Alright, so I have my first peg cut. So what you're going to want to do is put these in a baggie so you don't lose them, alright? You don't want to lose all that hard work you have. Once you have all these pegs done, then that is the end of this step.